Hi, Denise Needham here with ROI, Results-Oriented Innovation. I'm really excited today to talk to you about the upcoming Color Code Interpersonal Skills webinar. Now this webinar is about 3 hours long, and I want to first of all talk about why it's so important to attend. Let me ask you a couple of questions first. Have you ever been in a situation at work and you're talking with someone, whether it's somebody on the team or somebody that you work for or someone who perhaps works for you, and you're just not getting anywhere in the communication? For some reason, you're not connecting. Or have you ever had this happen at home in your personal relationships with your significant other or even your children, and you think to yourself, no matter what I'm saying, I feel like I'm just not connecting and I'm not getting anywhere with what we're talking about? Well, that's called communication and also emotional intelligence. You know, emotional intelligence is really getting a lot of focus nowadays. In fact, if you Google it, I'll tell you that there's over 7 million views now of individuals doing research on emotional intelligence. And why is that so important? Because 68% of your performance in what you do in your job is based off of your emotional intelligence. In fact, did you know last year over 86% of the people fired were fired due to relationship issues? Emotional intelligence starts with self-awareness, and that's the beauty of the Color Code Interpersonal Skills assessment. This assessment is going to tell you all about you. You're very unique. You have unique talents and gifts just for you. And when you understand what those are, as well as some of those limitations, what motivates you, your core driving motive, how you communicate, what your needs and wants are, some of those do's and don'ts in communication strategies. When you understand that about yourself and then learn about different personalities, you're able to understand how important it is through self-awareness and self-management to improve your communication with others. So that's the reason why this particular workshop is so valuable. Now let me also tell you what we're going to be doing for the webinar. For this webinar, you're going to need to, first of all, get registered. So in the link that you see that you've just received, I want to make sure that you click on the link and get registered. There are limited seats, so we want to make sure that it doesn't fill up before you get a chance to be there. Secondly, there's a link in there for you to take the assessment. Now, I'm going to ask you another question. Do you think you're valuable enough to invest in yourself for, let's say, a really nice dinner out? Or how about going to Starbucks every day for a cafe latte? I imagine that probably you'd say, you know, over the week I spend maybe $20, $25 on myself just getting a coffee before I go to work. Well, I want to ask you to really invest in yourself in the Color Code for only $29. You're going to be able to get this very comprehensive assessment. It's over 35 pages long, and not only does it indicate all of your strengths, all of your limitations that you can work on in character development, it's going to give you an action plan for how to do that. That action plan is so detailed, it's going to say, start doing this, stop doing that, and continue doing this in areas such as your personal life, your professional life, and even in love. So it is a very detailed report. When you finish up with this webinar, you're not only going to understand very specific communication strategies, but you're going to know what you need to do to build upon those great relationships that you already have. Be a better team player, be a better leader of your organization. I've been doing this now for several years, and I can tell you, it is so rewarding to watch individuals after they have learned this information and made the commitment to implement what they've learned, how it's changed all the relationships in their lives for the better. So that's what you need to do to get started. Remember again, make sure you get registered, take the assessment. Once you've answered all of the questions, it's going to ask you if you want to upgrade. Click the upgrade for $29. Print out that assessment, bring it to the webinar, and let's get ready to learn how we can help you improve your emotional intelligence.